because before you, your life, your present life, your previous life, had committed so many things, evil things, that you're degraded to the human level. That if you can retrain yourself, you can elevate yourself up to the God's level, then you become God, Buddha. So inside you, everybody has the element of God. Okay? And you can elevate yourself to a level that you become God. Right? I mean, that's the general philosophy of. So in that Eastern philosophy, we don't have the idea of who created which, but they are also coexist. It's endogenous. Everything is one thing. It's not two separate things. Right? I think that's the basic concept between East and West. So in Chinese philosophy, because of endogenous, because endogeneity, so we do not necessarily have to obey God's rule, because we are part of the whole thing, right? So when the king performs acts or rule the people, then you have to comply with what the God's wishes, okay, in order to become a good king, right? So in Chinese philosophy, this is the word for king, okay? King, the word king is, this is a three stroke, and then one in the middle, right? That's the word king. What does it mean? That means the first stroke is heaven. Then this stroke is earth, and this is human. Okay, human is in between, and the one who connects all those is the king. Right? So king is the one who connects heaven, and then earth, and then people, and rule them together as a harmonious way, and that one is the king. So in that sense, we try the king who represents the heaven's wishes have to rule the people as a democratic way. Otherwise, you cannot connect the connection to the heaven, right? So that's the idea of Chinese way of democracy, which is somewhat different from, well, it's the same thing in spirit. It's the same thing as U.S., right? For the people, by the people, with the people, right? So in a sense, it's the same thing. Okay.
So how do you think that's lived out now without a king in China?
Today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you listen to the several days ago, President Xi, right? He said it's the new president of, he's newly elected, right? Several days ago, to be the president of Chinese government, right? And he claimed, okay, that the government really have to serve the people. He admit that, okay? Because, as you know, in the communist China, the party should lead the people, okay? Because the people have no clue what they're going on. So the party have to lead, the elite class to lead the people. And now, but of course that is very dangerous, right? That mentality is very dangerous because you can manipulate the people and lead the people to a certain direction, which is maybe disastrous, right? So I think the basic idea is really you have to be behind the people. I think that's the traditional Chinese philosophy. A king needs to be behind the people, connecting the people with the earth and the heaven, right? Not necessarily have to lead the people. You have to just connect them together, right? So I think that philosophy is very fundamental for a Chinese way of so-called democracy. I mean, in U.S. we should have the same thing because under the U.S. Constitution, people are the ultimate control, ultimate owner of the country, right? So the leader should not really lead the people. That's the way I understand it. Okay. Okay. Another way is very different because God created human being. Okay. And so we have to work according to God's wishes. So everything has a rule, and rule is we have to work towards God. For example, when Aristotle's book, okay, then why the flower bloom is because God is thinking the flower was blooming, so the flower bloom. So what we think is we have to follow God's wishes, right? So there's that link between God and you. So typically we more focus on linear thinking because of that linkages. If God created us, we have to serve God. That relationship between a linear thinking, which is logical, okay? We try to but in the in Chinese approach, because we look at things, that's Confucius' quote. Okay, we always look at things as one homogeneous system and endogenous. So we do not necessarily, it's a linear approach. Okay? So one student asked him one day when he was traveling with the student, and said, well, teacher, can you teach something so that we are enlightened? Right? So he asked the teacher, Confucius, to say something about what it is, what they are, so that the student learn from them. And Confucius said, 4 seasons are turning smoothly, all things are working as they are supposed to do. What else do I need to say? Right? So, so I don't have to say that. You, student, have to observe what's going on outside the world, and you draw your own conclusion. Because things is already there, exist. So I don't need to explain to you. You need to have to learn on your own, right? So because he viewed the world as more endogenous, and then everybody can look at their world in a different way and learn from it. So that's the